All right, welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at some really cool stuff you guys sent in.
Yeah, a lot of great information here about electric fireplaces.
Yeah, and more specifically, we're going to be looking at LCD designs in fireplaces. And even more specific, we're going to be looking at Regency's 2025 electric fireplace lineup, like the D800 LCD, the E36 LCD, and the I33 LCD models.
Exactly. And, we're going to kind of try to tease apart what's so innovative about these models and their LCD screens and how they make for a better fireplace experience.
All right, so let's jump right into it with this E800 LCD. From what I'm seeing, this is Regency's first traditional electric fireplace, and right away, what stands out to me is this advanced LCD display, right? So this is going to be different from, the old electric fireplace screens, right?
Yeah. So, think about it this way. Older fireplaces, they used basic lights and reflective surfaces to try and, mimic flames.
Yeah.
This D800 LCD, on the other hand, it's got this, high resolution LCD screen. So it's not just a static image. It's more like you're watching a high definition video of a fire.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. So it's like a legit screen in there.
Yeah, a legit screen.
And it says here that it's a large screen, and it's designed in a portrait style, traditional electric fireplace, right?
Yeah.
So like that tall, classic look makes sense to have the big screen there.
Yeah. And then they talk about a robust log set.
Oh, yeah. Robust log set and 9 flame settings. So they're giving you options.
Oh, yeah. And this top-down lighting that they mentioned, we've seen that come up with some of their other models, too.
Oh, interesting.
They're going for that real multi-sensory kind of approach to, making it seem like a real fire. So you've got your log set, right? That's the classic fireplace focal point. And then those 9 flame settings probably give you different, intensities, different styles of flames.
Right.
And the top-down lighting, that's key because it hits the logs from above and, makes the shadows and highlights look more natural.
Yeah.
That's something that cheaper electric fireplaces really struggle with, creating that sense of depth.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So you've got all these little details working together to create a more believable effect.
Yeah.
Now, it also mentions a clean face design with zero clearance. Now, what exactly does zero clearance mean? Like for someone who's not installing these all the time?
Oh, that's a huge plus when you're installing one of these. It basically means you can put a fireplace right up against a wall, even if it's made of something that could burn, without needing any special non-combustible material or spacing.
Oh, okay.
So you've got way more options when it comes to placement.
Right.
It makes installing it much easier, might even save you some money and space in the process.
Gotcha. And looking at the specs.
Right, so you've got 2 BTU ratings there, which tells you how much heat it can pump out. That lower BTU, 5,000 BTU at 120 volts and 1,400 watts, that's more for a smaller room.
Okay.
Maybe you just want that cozy feeling, without cranking up the heat.
Right.
But if you need some serious heat for a bigger space, then you go with the 9,500 BTU, 240 volts and 2,800 watts.
Okay.
And having that option with the voltage means you can match it to what your house can handle, what kind of electrical setup you have.
Makes sense. Okay, so now let's move on to the E36 LCD. This one's part of what they call the Atmosphere Collection, and they describe it as premium. So that must mean it's got some fancier features or design elements, right?
Right. The Atmosphere Collection seems to be their higher end line.
Okay.
They're really going for looks and features with this one.
Gotcha.
The E36 LCD, they specifically say it brings breathtaking beauty and flame pictures to the lineup. So again, it's all about that LCD technology. And this time they say it's a rectangular unit, complementing the E800 LCD.
Okay.
The one we just talked about, it was tall, like a portrait.
Yeah.
This one's wider, which gives you a different feel visually.
Right, yeah. With a wider screen, you could have a whole different kind of fire display.
Yeah.
And it's got 14 fuel bed options on top of the 9 flame settings. 14. That's a lot of ways to customize your fire. What kinds of options are we talking about here?
Oh, man. With 14 fuel bed options, you're probably looking at all sorts of colors, brightness levels. Combine that with the 9 flame settings, and you've got so much control over the mood of your fireplace. It's not just a flickering light anymore. You can match it to how you're feeling, what time of day it is, or even your decor.
Right. It's like you're designing the fire itself.
Yeah, exactly. And the energy specs are the same as the 800 LCD.
Okay.
5,000, 9,500 BTU, 120, 240 voltage.
So they kept the heating consistent across the line.
Yeah.
Okay. And dimension-wise, this one's 36.5 inches wide in the front, 30 inches in the back, 26 inches tall, and 12 inches deep. So it looks like it tapers a little bit from front to back. Okay, so now on to the third model, the i33 LCD. This is a premium electric fireplace insert, also from the Atmosphere collection. They seem to be emphasizing the installation options and styling flexibility of this one. Why is being an insert so important for that?
So an insert is made to fit into an existing fireplace opening, or you can build a custom enclosure for it.
Right.
That gives you a ton of flexibility because you can just slip it into your current decor or create a whole new fireplace design around it.
Whoa.
It's not a standalone unit, it's meant to be built in. And of course, it also boasts an unmatched and realistic flame picture thanks to its advanced LCD flame display, just like the others.
Gotcha. So still all about that LCD tech. And it looks like they haven't skimped on customization here either.
Yeah.
It's got the same 9 flame settings and 14 fuel bed lighting options as the E36 LCD.
And again, the same energy specs, 5,000, 9,500 BTU, 120, 240 voltage.
Okay, and what's interesting to me is that when we look at all three of these models, there's this clear trend towards making things as realistic as possible. And that's really being driven by this advanced LCD screen technology. It's not just about creating light, it's about making a truly convincing visual of a real fire.
Absolutely.
In the review, they even mentioned the i29 LCD, which is similar to the i33 LCD, and how it has 9 unique flame options, spark imagery, smoke, and crackling sounds. It wouldn't surprise me if the i33 LCD, with its advanced LCD, has similar features.
Right. I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that the LCD screen is the big innovation here. Having these different flame options, even simulate effects like sparks and smoke, that's a huge leap forward from older technologies. It just makes the whole experience so much more dynamic and engaging. And they really emphasize those detailed log sets in the review too. Like the i33 LCD has a high-definition 3D layered oak log set and the use of top-down lighting across these models.
Yeah, it's all about those details.
It's not just about the screen itself, it's how they make those LCD flames look so real when they interact with the log sets, especially with that top-down lighting.
Exactly. Everything works together.
Yeah.
You've got a great flame animation on the LCD paired with a detailed, realistically lit log set, and you've got a centerpiece for your room that really draws the eye. And then you've got the variety in styles and installation, right?
Right.
The D800 LCD, that's your classic standalone look. The E36 LCD, that's wider, more modern. And then the EI33 LCD, that's your insert, gives you the most flexibility. And of course, they all give you that heat if you need it.
Yeah, and I think the big takeaway here is that electric fireplaces aren't just about heat anymore. They're becoming a design element in their own right thanks to this advanced LCD technology. You get visual appeal and the option for warmth.
Absolutely. So wrapping up our deep dive, I'd say the key takeaway is that LCD technology in electric fireplaces is becoming more and more sophisticated.
Yeah.
It's allowing for a level of realism and customization in flame effects that we haven't seen before. And the G800 LCD, the E36 LCD, and the i33 LCD are great examples of that.
That's a great way to put it. Each model offers something different, right?
Yeah.
You've got the traditional style with the modern display in the 800 LCD, the
Yeah.
premium wide format with all the customization options in the E36 LCD, and then the flexible insert with independent controls in the E33 LCD. And our listeners, now you have a better idea what these advanced LCD designs are all about. You can think about which style and features would best suit your home and your needs.
And speaking of thinking about it, here's something to ponder. We've seen how realistic and customizable these LCD fireplaces are becoming.
Right.
So how do you think this technology will evolve in the future? How will it change our homes and blend traditional and modern design? It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. All right, well, that wraps up our deep dive. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Bye.